Greetings, Masala followers. I am in Bradford today in the offices of Mr. Manmohan Singh, CEO of Maharaja Textiles, a multi-award winning international business. They're importers and exporters of textile with a huge turnover. And one of the first things that struck me as I came to this office was the big pictures of the Sikh gurus and the golden temple behind. So here is a person clearly inspired by his faith, but not afraid or ashamed to show his respect for faith and to have it at the center of his business. So Mr. Singh, what role has your faith, your belief played in your business success?
Because as you can see from my appearance, I am religious, and it comes from my mother's side. Mother has taught us this when we were youngsters to believe in our religion, and it gives me courage to get up in the morning and come to work. And inspiration from the gurus has led this for me to come into this business, and we've grown from being just starting our business from a few pounds to where it is now.
Would you say that faith helps you to cope with uncertainty?
Yes, it does, because I've gone through a rough time, as I was telling you earlier, with the kidney transplant. It's sort of, and like if you today didn't know that I had if I didn't tell you, you couldn't really tell that I have had a transplant, a kidney transplant. So, it's well-being inside that counts, and having belief in religion also helps me to get up and go. And then also, because I have a family background of business, which also helps.
One of the things we've seen is the huge number of Gurudwaras all over the country, and we've also seen the langar and experienced the beauty of the langar and how equal and sharing it is about food.
Yeah.
And of course, food and sharing of food is very central to Sikh culture. But these langars, which are open to everyone and nobody is charged a penny for the food, require support from businessmen like yourself. They cannot run on their own.
Yeah.
So what is your view as a businessman about the whole subject of philanthropy and your duty to the community?
Well, I believe in, because we earn good enough money for ourselves, and anything we can do for charities, we do for the Gurudwaras, as part of our religion, but any charities that we get involved in, wherever we can help, we go out of our way to do that. And you're talking about langar a couple of seconds ago. For that, it's the religion sort of that that everyone, no matter what religion, what caste, are all equal. So we all sit down in a similar manner and all eat the same food, and it's provided from the Gurudwara.
What about your whole approach to business and the way you practice your business? You earlier talked about the apprenticeships and training, etc. Do you see business as a way of building a community and influencing the local economy and creating jobs?
Yes, all our employees are, 85% of our employees are Asian origin, few English accountant, etc. But main aim is to sort of train them so that they can themselves go out in the environment in today's climate and do whatever they need to do. And most of our employees, we have a setup of directors, managers and staff who run sort of reps to warehouse staff who actually run the company, and it's fully managed in a particular manner, which I'll show you as we walk around.
There is a recession going on at the moment, but whenever I visit the Indian businesses, I somehow see that they are well diversified and they are well managed. So effectively, even during a recession, they are ready for any difficult times and challenges.
Yes.
How are you coping with the recession?
I would say it's not been easy, but because we're from the environment or religion background we come to, we all believe in savings. And because of that, any recession that has come along, we've sort of walked through it. Whereas, some companies sort of start up and then can't cope with it. But it's been tough. No business can say that it's been easy over the last 2 years. but we've sort of gone through it in a stride, and now we can see light end of the tunnel.
So what you're saying is your philosophy is not growing beyond your means or borrowing beyond your means, but growing with nature, growing organically, and being contented about the path of growth that you're taking, rather than getting greedy or extravagant.
Correct. The way things work is that you have to manage, main thing that you have to be careful of is cash flow in a business, not the turnover, not profitability. If your cash flow is correct, then you can walk through any sort of recession. And the only problem, some of the businesses face is that overexpand, and then the banks turn, if they're heavily borrowed and geared up, so it's difficult for them to put it back into control. So because we work according to our sort of turnover, cash flow and management, so that we get daily figures from our accounts department to see where we are and how the next month is going to follow on, and the next quarter is going to follow on, and the next year is going to follow on. So everything's planned forward. So any hiccups that come in the way are taken care of very easily and quickly.
Do you think that being a businessman you are actually able to be free and independent in the way you do your work and the way you shape your products, etc., something which you wouldn't have got, say, if you had taken a job in another company?
Yes, I can say that, because everything we import or we get manufactured from around the world is made exclusively for us, and all the patterns are very exclusive, and so therefore the competitiveness is in our favor. So we manage our own pricing structure, profitability accordingly. I mean, okay, they do get copied later on, but then in the first instance, having exclusive products gives us an edge over somebody else.
Thank you very much for your time, and thanks for your advice.